Ahead to tomorrow now, a formal ceremony is going to be held here in Mercer County to dedicate a bridge to Mercer County's only Medal of Honor recipient, Junior Spurrier. The public's encouraged to attend this event tomorrow. It's going to be at 1 p.m. It's going to be held at the District 10 sign shop that's located at the West Virginia Division of Highways headquarters on Hardwood Lane in Gardner. Spurrier held the rank of Staff Sergeant in the Army and was awarded 2 Purple Hearts and the Distinguished Service Cross to go along with his Medal of Honor during his time in the Army.
I've been working toward this goal since 1984 when I learned of his death. I didn't know him before that, but as a newspaper guy, I started researching, and I couldn't believe that he hadn't been recognized with at least some kind of a building or else a bridge named for his honor.
And Commissioner Archer says when Spurrier left the Army after World War II, he struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder and had difficulties with alcohol abuse before he became sober. But Archer says that that shouldn't take away from Spurrier's legacy.